Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blue Hens will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Right back to the well. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back to pass. He's got the tight end. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Makes the grab. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on the inside.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Handoff from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Dickens. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's dragged down. And the Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up. The shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer, that's all spring, just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
The Blue Hens have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the single running back. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Tight end getting vertical. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Delaware. Extra point here will tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the football.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They're working that left side. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over UNLV. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All by himself down the middle. Past the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Finding open areas. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Under fire. Finds a man on the left. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Akbar. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Montgomery. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Rebels are in the hurry up. On the move. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Now, 4th down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more. The break. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a job to lay out and make the catch. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. It's McLaughlin. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Right back to the well. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Delaware.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's hard to think of many things in football more deflating than making a big play like that and having it wiped out by a penalty. Now on second down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Back's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's certainly.
Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short now.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much create.
Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Dickens.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in preset. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Dickens. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickens. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Leaves it with the back. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The sure hands, it's Montgomery. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll put that return to a stop in the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Calls his own number. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO.
Oh, it's a fake. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? There he goes. And the return team was not on high alert, and they paid for it. The fake picks up the 1st down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you got to have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. The Blue Hens backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Delivers the stiff arm. Out of bounds he goes at the 42, and you want to talk about creating space to operate.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line. First down for the offense.
Wants to pass. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.